Namaste friends, welcome back to my channel. Friends, in my previous video, I had taught you how to make these beautiful bow earrings, and in today's video, I'm going to show you the matching necklace for these beautiful bow earrings, and I have named the necklace as bow necklace. So you can see the look of our bow necklace. This is our bow necklace that I have made to match my bow earrings in blue color. I have made this earring and necklace in one more color. This is in amethyst color, these earrings, and the matching necklace for this earring in this gorgeous amethyst color. You can see this beautiful bow necklace in amethyst color, and in today's video we are going to make the matching necklace for our bow earrings in emerald green color. So let us see what all material do we need to make our bow necklace in emerald green color. Friends, for making our bow necklace in emerald green color, we are going to use 14 by 10 mm teardrop crystal. Here I'm using this crystal in emerald green color. Then I'll be using these 2 by 3 mm rondelle in emerald green color. These Superduo beads in suede light green color. Here I'm using these pearls in two sizes. This is in size 6 mm and this is in 4 mm, and both of these are in white color. Then I'm using these seed beads. These are Miyuki Duracoat Galvanized Champagne 11 O's, and these are Miyuki Duracoat Galvanized Champagne 15 O's. Here I'm using these 11 O's, which is in base color, that is our emerald green. These are Miyuki lined emerald luster 11O seed beads. Here I'll be using this S clasp. You can use any clasp of your choice. I'll be working with Miyuki thread at size 12 beading needle. So let's get started. Friends, I will be making this video tutorial in two parts. In my first part, I'm going to show you the main part, the center part of the bow necklace, and in the next video, I'll be showing you these other components and how to attach the components to the main component. So in this video, we are going to make the main component, the center component of our bow necklace. For making our center component of our bow necklace, we are first going to bezel our 14 by 10 mm teardrop crystal with right angle weave stitch. So for this, I have picked up these four 11O emerald line luster, and I'm bringing these down towards the end of my thread and tying a double knot like this. So this is our first right angle weave component, and now after tying the knot, I'm passing through all the four 11 O's and bringing in the tail between these 11 O's, pulling very gently and into this first 11 O. So here is our first right angle weave component, and now I'm going to make my second row component, that is second right angle weave component, and for this I'm picking up 3 11 O's as I already have my fourth 11 O here. So after picking these up, I'm passing through this fourth 11 O like this, taking one more pass through all these four 11 O's of the second component. second right angle weave component into these two 11s, and here is our second right angle weave component. And now for making our third right angle weave component, again I'm picking up 3 11 as I already have the fourth one, and passing through this fourth 11 through which I'm exiting right now. Okay, taking one more pass through all the four 11s of this third component up and into this 11 on the side like this. So here I have made 1, 2, 3 right angle weave components, and for making the bezel case for our 14 by 10 teardrop crystal, we need to make 13 right angle weave component in our chain, and 14th would be the one that will join the two ends of this chain. So here I have made 3 raw components or 3 right angle weave components. I'll be making 10 more and come back. So here is my chain with 13 raw components. Let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Here you can see this finished look of this right angle weave chain. This is because we have taken 2 passes through all the components. If I could have taken a single pass, then you can see the beads would go like this, so it would become difficult for you to count. So here, after taking 2 passes, you can see the finished look. So it's up to you. If you are advanced enough to use the chain with single pass through all the components, you can take single pass, but I would suggest you to take a double pass through all these components so that you may get a finished look of this chain and you can easily count the components. So here we have made the chain with 13 components, and now I'm going to join the two ends of the chain together to make our 14th right angle weave component. So here for the 14th right angle weave component, I already have 1, 2 11 on the opposite side, and we have to add 11 on the top and the bottom. So here, picking up this 11 and passing through the 11 on the other end. So here we have 3 11 now the fourth one, and passing through the first 11. So here we have our 14th right angle weave component, taking one more pass through all the four 11s and into this 11. So here is our ring with 14 raw components. So this is our ring, and here I'm exiting through this 11 right now. And now as I exit through this 11, you can see I'm not cutting off this tail because it helps us to hold our chain and the components. We will cut it later on. So here, as I'm exiting through this 11, I'm picking up 115 champagne and passing through this next 11 like this. So this is my first 15 champagne, picking up my second 15 champagne and into this next 11, picking up third 15 champagne into the next 11, picking up fourth 15 champagne and into the next 11. So here you can see I have added 4 15s, and as we have added 14 raw components, so we are supposed to add 14 15s in this round. So I have added 4. I'll be adding 10 more and come back. So here I have added 13 15 rows and I'm adding my last one, that is the 14 15 row, into the 11 row and stepping up into the first 15 row that I added in this round, like this. So this is the look on the top. Now I'm going to add one more row with 15 rows. So I'm picking up one 15 row champagne and now I'm passing through the next 15 row champagne. Again picking up one 15 row champagne into the next 15 row champagne. So here I have added two 15 rows, picking up my third 15 row champagne into the next 15 row champagne, fourth 15 row champagne, and into the next 15 row champagne. So here in this round I have added 4. Again we are going to add 14 15 rows in this round. So after adding these 4, I'm going to add 10 more and come back. And this is my 14th 15 row champagne of this round, and into this 15 row. So here is the look after completing this round, and now stepping up into the first 15 row champagne that I added in this round. Now as we have to make the bezel for the teardrop crystal, so we need to create a tip here at the top. So here you can see at the first point where I am supposed to add the first 15 row of this next round, I'm skipping this bead to make a tip over here, and this will make the tip for a teardrop shape. So here I have skipped the first one, and now I'm going to add the rest of the 15 rows. So I have skipped the first 15 row. I'll be adding the next 13 15 rows. So this is my first 15 row, second 15 row, third 15 row. So in this round we are supposed to add only 13 15 rows, as we have skipped the first one to mark the tip for our teardrop shape. So I have added 3. I'll be adding 10 more 15 rows of this round and come back. And here I'm adding my last, that is 13 15 row of this round, and this is the shape of a teardrop. And here we skip this first 15 row on the top. I'm just passing through this next 15 row and into this 15 row down here. After creating this teardrop shape, we are moving down to close the bezel case, and here to this and into this 11. Now we have reached the back side. Now we can cut the tail off. No longer need the tail here. And here I'll just show you the look after placing the teardrop. So this would be the look. So let us first create the bezel case, and here as I'm exiting through this 11O, I'm picking up one 11O emerald line luster and moving into the next 11O. So I have added my first 11O at the back, Now the second one, third 11, fourth 11. So here in this round, we are just adding 11 O's. So we are going to add in all 14 11 O's. So here I have added 4. I'll be adding 10 more and come back. And this is my last 11 O of this round. Into this 11 O and stepping up into the first 11 O added in this round. And now I'm going to add 15 O's. So I'm picking up one 15 O champagne. So here I have stepped up into the first 11 O I added in the last round, and into this next 11 O added in the last round. So this is my first 15 O champagne of this round, picking up my second 15 O and into the next 11 O, third 15 O, and fourth 15 O of this round. So this way I'm going to add all 15 O's all through this round. I have added 4, I'll be adding 10 more and come back. And this is the last 15 O of this round. Stepping up into the first 15 O added in this round. And again, I'm going to add one more round of 15 O's. But before that, I'm going to place the teardrop crystal. So this is the tip here. And I'm going to place it this way, very gently. Into the case, like this. So here you can see the look from the front and the back, and this is the tip here, and you can see this 11 on the top and the same 11. So this is the tip for our teardrop crystal, and here for marking the tip you can see I'm exiting through this 15. So I'm going to skip this first 15 on the top here. So I'm just passing through this next 15 without adding any bead, like this. So this is our tip. So in last round we added 14 15 and now I have skipped the first one, so I'm left only with 13 15 spaces. So I'm going to add 13 15 in this round. So here, picking up my first 15 for this round, second 15, third 15. So I have added 3 15. I'll be adding 10 more and come back. So here I'm adding my last 15, that is 13 15 of this round. And you can see the look. And now into this 15, stepping up into the first 15 champagne added in this round. And now in this round I'm going to add 15 O's in pattern. Now here I'm adding first 15 O I'm going to add first 3 rows here. I have added first, second, third. So in this round, after adding 3 rows, I'm skipping the next one. Skipping the fourth 15, adding fifth 15, skipping the sixth 15, skipping seventh 15. So here at the bottom, we are skipping 2 space and adding the eighth 15, skipping the ninth 15, and now adding 10th, 11th, and 12th 15. So here, after adding these 12, we are going to skip the top one, the 13th one on the top. So skipping this 15, the 13th on the top. So this is the look after completing this round. Now stepping up into the first 15 added in this round. Just keep your thread nice and tight here. And now picking up one 15, the second 15. After adding 2 15s, I'm going to add one 11. So I'm picking up one 11, again picking up one 11, adding it at the bottom, again picking up one 11, adding to this 15. So after adding these 3 11s, picking up one 15, the second 15 on this side. So here, after adding these 2 15s, I'm going to skip the one on the top. So here you can see I'm exiting through this 15. I'm going to pass through the one just in front of this one. So into this 15 without adding any bead over here. Stepping up into the first 15 added in this round. Now picking up one 15 and into this next 15, again one 15 into the 11, picking up one 15 into the 11 at the bottom, one 15 into the 11, picking up one 15 into this next 15 and one 15 into this 15 on the top here, and skipping this one. You can see this herringbone stitch being created on the top here, into this 15 and into the next one. And here, after exiting through this 15, once again picking up one 15 into this next 15. Now, after exiting through this 15 into the 11 and the next 15, skipping the 11 at the bottom into the 15 added at the bottom into the 11 and the next 15 like this, and now into this 15 that I have added on the other side like this, and into this 15 like this, down into this 15 up into this 15 that I added just now, picking up 115 and into this 15 like this, into this 15 at the bottom, into this 15 that I have added on the other side, up through this 15 like this, and into this one. So this is the look from the back side, and now moving up through all these 15s into these 15s and 11 on the top, into this 11 and into this 11. So this is the look from the back and this is the look from the front. Now, as I'm exiting through this 11 emerald green, I'm picking up an 11 champagne and I'm moving up into this 11 at the top here like this. Again, picking up an 11 champagne into this next 11. You can see that right now I'm exiting through the top of this 11 and I'm going to add this 11 by moving in through the bottom of the next 11 like this. Again, picking up an 11 champagne and into this next 11 emerald line luster. Now again picking up one 11 champagne and into this next 11 emerald line luster. So here on this side I have added 1, 2, 3 11 champagne, and now I'm going to skip the next one. So here you can see as I'm exiting through this 11 moving down into these. So here I have skipped this one, and now after skipping this one 11 here, I'm going to add another one here. So I'm adding my first one, and now I have to add in all 6 11s. So I'm adding my first one here, the second one, third 11, 11, 5th 11, and the 6th 11. So here at the bottom I have added 6 11s like this, and now I'm going to skip the next one here. So as I'm exiting through this 11O, moving into the other 11Os of the same component, the right angle weave component, and into this 11O. Now again picking up one 11O, 1, 2, and the third one has already been added in the beginning. So you can see the look after completing this round. So here on the top I have added 3 11Os on this side, 3 on the other side, and at the bottom 6 11Os, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And here we have skipped 1 on both the sides. So here, as I'm exiting through this 11O emerald line luster after adding this 11O, stepping up into the first 11O champagne that I added in this last, and now picking up one rondelle and into this next 11O champagne, the second rondelle into the next 11O champagne, third rondelle into the next 11O champagne, and now I'm picking up one 6 pearl and moving into the next 11O champagne, now adding the rondelles at the bottom. So here I'm adding the last rondelle at the bottom, again picking up one 6 pearl and into the 11. So here where we skipped the bead, we are adding these 6 pearls and again rondelle and the last rondelle of this round like this. So you can see the look. And now stepping up into the first rondelle on the top, keep your thread nice and tight here, and picking up one 11 champagne into the next rondelle, again picking up one 11 champagne into the next rondelle, picking up one 11 champagne into the pearl. In this round, we are adding these 11 champagne in between the rondelles and the pearls, and we will be doing this all through this round. Now adding my last 11 of this round, and this is the look after completing the round. And now as I'm exiting through this rondelle, I'm moving down through this 11 champagne, the bottom one, through this into the 11 emerald line luster down here, and here you can see I'm exiting through this 11 line luster from this side and into this 11 emerald line luster. And now, as I'm exiting through this 11 emerald line luster, I'm picking up one 11 emerald line luster and into this next 11 like this. Again picking up one 11 emerald line luster and into the next 11 emerald line luster. Again picking up one 11 emerald line luster and into this 11. You can see I'm adding these 11s on the top of these 15 champagne like this. Again picking up one 11 emerald line luster and into this 11 emerald line luster. So this one is sitting on the top of this 15 champagne. So this way I'm going to add these 11s all through this round. And here I'm adding my last 11 of this round. And you can see the look after completing this round, stepping up into the first 11 that I added. Now, as I'm exiting through this 11 emerald line luster, I'm picking up to 15 champagne and passing through this 11 champagne, moving down through this first 15 champagne, picking up one 15 champagne and into this next 11 emerald line luster. Again picking up to 15 champagne into this 11 champagne, the top one, moving down through this first 15 champagne, picking up one 15 champagne and into the 11 emerald line luster. So you can see the embellishment that I'm adding here. Again picking up 215 champagne and into the 11 champagne on the top, down through this first 15 champagne, picking up one 15 champagne and into this next 11 emerald line luster. And as I have reached this 11 emerald line luster, just below this 6 pearl, you can see these two 11s here. So here I am adding 215 champagne just by passing through this next one like this. And now again picking up 215 champagne and into this 11 champagne down through this first one, picking up one 15 champagne and into this next 11 emerald line luster. So here you can see the look around this pearl. So this way I'm going to add these 15 champagne all through this round. And this is the last set of embellishment that I'm adding down through this 15. Okay, picking up one 15 champagne and into the 11. So this is the look after completing this round. And here as I'm exiting through this 11, I'm moving up through these two 15 champagne into the 11 champagne, the rondelle in the next 11 champagne into the rondelle and the next 11 champagne and into this 6 mm pearl. As I'm exiting through the 6 mm pearl, I'm picking up one 11 champagne, 3 4 mm pearls, and one 11 champagne. So here I have picked up these 5 beads, one 11 champagne, 3 4 mm pearls, and one 11 champagne, and I'm moving down into this 6 mm pearl like this, stepping up into the 11 and into this 11 champagne and into the 4 mm pearl, the first 4 mm pearl like this. As I'm exiting through this 4 mm pearl, I'm picking up 2 superduos into the 4 mm pearl, into this next 4 mm pearl. We have to keep our thread nice and tight here. Again picking up 2 Superduo beads, back into the 4 mm pearl, like this, down into the 4 mm pearl, the third 4 mm pearl, again picking up 2 Superduo beads, into the 4 mm pearl, like this. So here you can see the look after completing this round, down into the 11 champagne and into the 6 mm pearl, like this, stepping up into the 11 champagne, picking up one 11 champagne, one rondelle, and one 11 champagne. So I have picked up these 3 beads, one 11, one rondelle, and one 11, stepping up into the first Superduo bead, like this, picking up one 15 champagne into the second Superduo bead, picking up one rondelle into the third Superduo bead, or the first one added to the second pearl, picking up one 15 champagne into the fourth Superduo bead, picking up one rondelle into the fifth Superduo bead, picking up one 15 champagne and into the sixth Superduo bead. Now picking up one 11, one rondelle, and one 11 champagne. These 3 beads down through this 11 champagne and into the 6 mm pearl, like this. So this is the look from the back side. Just push these 15s towards the front side, and I'm pushing these so you can see the look from the front. We can easily see these 15s, and I have pushed these towards the front. And now stepping up into these 2 11s and the rondelle, like this, flipping it towards the front side, into the 11 champagne, and now moving it towards the front side. Here I am exiting through this 11 champagne, and now I am picking up 7 15 champagne. So these are 7 15s, 3 and 4 7, and into this middle 15 champagne, the one added to the middle pair, like this. Again picking up 7 15 champagne, 3 and 4 7, and into the 11, the rondelle, and the next 11. So this last, the 11 next to this last Superduo bead, like this, down into the 11 champagne and the 6 pearl, like this, stepping up into the 11, these two 11 champagne and the rondelle. And now after exiting through the rondelle, I'm picking up one 4 pearl and into the top hole of the first Superduo, like this. Now picking up one Superduo bead into the top hole of the second Superduo, and now picking up one 4 pearl and into the third Superduo, again picking up one Superduo bead into the fourth Superduo bead, the top hole of the fourth Superduo bead, again picking up one 4 pearl into the top hole of fifth Superduo bead, picking up one Superduo and into the top hole of the sixth Superduo bead, and now picking up one 4 pearl and into the rondelle, the 11 and the 6 pearl, like this. And you can see the look from the front side. And now stepping up into the two 11s, rondelle, 4 pearl, and now picking up three 11 champagne into the top hole of this Superduo that we added in the last round, picking up three 11 champagne into the 4 pearl, again picking up three 11 champagne into the top hole of the Superduo, picking up three 11 champagne into the 4 pearl, again picking up three 11 champagne into the top hole of the Superduo, 3 11 champagne into this 4 pearl, into the rondelle, the 2 11 down into the 6 pearl, like this. So this is the look after completing this round. And now again stepping up into the 11 rondelle, the 4 pearl, and into the 11 that we added in the last round, the 3 11 picking up 3 15 champagne into these 3 11 champagne, again picking up 3 15 champagne into the set of next 3 11 champagne, again picking up 3 15 champagne into the next 3 11 champagne. So here in this round we are adding the set of 3 15 champagne in between the set of 3 11 champagne that we added in the last round, picking up 3 15 champagne and into the 3 11 champagne and into the 4 pearl. So you can see the look on this side of the teardrop crystal, the center part. So this is the look, and here as I'm exiting through this 4 pearl into the rondelle, 11 and the 6 pearl, like this. So here I have added this wing of the bow on one side, and in the same way I'm going to add this on the other side of this teardrop bezel around this 6 pearl. But here I have just about finished my thread, and I'm going to show you how we can add the new thread to our component. So as I'm exiting through this 11 now I'm moving through this 11 champagne into the rondelle, down through this 11 champagne, and here I'm tying a knot like this, tying a double knot, moving into the rondelle, this 11 and the rondelle. Here I'm passing through the round 11 at the bottom, this bottom 11 into the rondelle, again into the 11, the bottom one, just a couple of passes and cutting the thread off. Now I'm going to add another thread and add the swing on the other side. So for adding a new thread, so here I have taken a new thread and I'm starting from this 11, the bottom one, and tying a knot here. One more knot. Into the rondelle, the 11, the bottom 11, champagne, into the rondelle, up into this 11 and into the 6 mm pearl. And here I'm cutting the tail off. So here we have added another thread, and now I'm going to add the wing in the same way as we have done here to this side and come back. So here I have completed this wing of bow earring on the other side, and you can see the look of our center component. So friends, I hope you would enjoy making this center component or the bow component for our bow necklace, and you will definitely love wearing the bow necklace, and we will complete this necklace in our next video. So friends, if you like my designs and my tutorials, please do subscribe to my channel, and please don't forget to press the bell icon so that you may get notified when I'll upload my next video. Thank you and namaste.